Hey everybody, Jay here. I wanted to do a quick saber reveal slash review of one of my all-time favorite sabers. No secret, I love the Graflex, specifically the New Hope and Empire Strikes Back versions of of that saber. And I've just completed a Empire Strikes Back version for a client, and I just wanted to show this off because I no longer have an Empire Graflex in my collection. I'm holding out to hopefully redo that one with a vintage. But anyway, I wanted to show this guy off. I'll run over some specs on it real quick. So it does have a Souls Hold blade holder in it, a Knight chassis by Guthrie Designs, Collector Labs Prism 5.1 soundboard, a RGB LED using a royal blue die, 18650 10 amp lithium ion battery, Saber Essentials speaker in there. It's been wired for undercard activation and auxiliary, and also complete with a crystal chamber that and accent LEDs, and the crystal chamber matches the emitter LED. In keeping with sort of the Empire Strikes Back theme, I wanted to weather this slightly. There's multiple versions of the prop seen on screen. Some are pristine, some are weathered. In my mind, the ideal version of this saber has a little bit of weathering on it. So I've done my super secret sauce and added some grime and actually even real rust to strategic points on the hilt. I'm going to try and show you some of that now. I'm not sure how good some of this is going to show up on the camera, but you see you got a little grime there on the clamp itself, a little grime and rust showing up around the grips on the tail end here. Hopefully that's coming to view. I think you can see it now. And also up here around the red button and beer tab, and also on the underside there. It looks like it's a little out of focus. You might not be able to see that. So again, this is a bit of an idealized version of the Empire version of the saber. Most versions of this are going to have the stamp on the clamp covered by mylar tape, and the beer tab is going to be gone. Although we do see on screen, I think with the short-bladed stunts, the beer tab is actually prominent, and we do have a couple of shots, I think, where the stamp is shown on the saber as well. In my mind, nothing says Graflex quite like a stamp on the clamp that says Graflex, and always kind of been fond of the beer tab. So in this case, leaving it in, so it's kind of a little bit of a mix of the various props that you that show up on screen in the movie, and kind of an idealized version of that. So to get right to it. Again, so we do have card activation. Try not to blind you there. And our box back here. And for fun, just turn him off, open him up. And if you've only ever had experience with maybe the Corbanth versions, never had a real replica or vintage. One of the fun things about a true replica or vintage is don't have the twist, doesn't unscrew, which is you got this little twist lock, which is kind of cool how it comes out. And then here's our chassis again. So we got a Guthrie Designs Knight chassis in there. It's been hand painted and weathered. It's got brass and gold accents, copper as well. You see the accent LED there, just blinking, showing the saber's not in deep sleep. So, as I said before, this is one of my all-time favorite sabers, if not possibly my favorite. I don't know, this and the A New Hope version of the Graflex kind of go back and forth, as well as Obi-Wan's saber from A New Hope, probably in a close second. But I really wanted to share this simply because I no longer have an Empire version in my collection, and this was a fun one to build, and honestly it'll be a little bit bittersweet to send it home. But client hopefully is going to be wonderfully happy with it, and will enjoy it, and hopefully relive some childhood moments with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to put it back together and actually get it boxed up and ready to ship out. Thanks.